Now that I've showed you how to make a headboard out of cardboard, let me show you how I'm going to be making it out of wood. Before I can get to cutting anything, I need to make a template for the shape that I want to create for our headboard. I used wrapping paper that I had laying around the house. I would recommend using something in a solid color because it's easier to see what you're doing. But I just started drawing the shape that I wanted our headboard to be, and then I got to cutting it out. If you noticed, I have a different camera in the background, and that's because I am filming for YouTube. I'm so excited to put this video on my YouTube channel. It's going to be a more in-depth video than this one here. I have the same handle I do on TikTok, DIY Kristen. Go click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when I post the full-length video of this tutorial. I measured the bed and found the center point. I marked it on the paper, folded the paper in half at that point, and then got to cutting out the mirror image. Now that we have our template, the next thing to do is cut it out of wood. I'm using the headboard template that I made to trace the design onto the plywood, and then I'm using a jigsaw to cut it out. This is the first time I'm using a jigsaw, and I'm absolutely loving it. I cannot wait to use the other power saws by myself. I've always wanted Kyle to help me because I've been nervous, but not anymore. I'm using the sander to smooth out the edges. Using the jigsaw kind of caused some of the wood to chip up, and I just didn't want that poking through the fabric. It's finally time to upholster this headboard. I'm using Loctite spray adhesive to secure all of the foam onto the chipboard. A lot of the foam that I'm using is from a previous DIY that I did for a headboard that was made from cardboard. I have that video up on my page. I know that some of you might be concerned with the seams of the foam, but I promise once it's covered in fabric, you won't be able to see any of the seams. I trimmed the edges of the foam to match the shape of the headboard just with a regular knife. Once the foam was dry, I brought the headboard inside, laid the fabric on the floor, and then placed the headboard on top. I'm using an electric staple gun that I got from Walmart. I thought it would make it easier for the staples to go in, but honestly it didn't, and I had to hammer some of them in. I'll be posting the full-length video on my YouTube channel of how I made this upholstered headboard for just $53, so go check out my channel, and don't forget to share this video with a friend. Also,